Um, I'm gonna go ahead and just say this real quick. This is not for really a content type thing. I'm not doing this for content. I'm doing it because it really just makes my soul heavy and it's disturbing as a parent. I would never want my children to have to hate me, discredit me, disown me. I worry every damn day of their lives that I am giving and doing my very best as a parent. The appraisal and approval that I want is for my children when they grow up to say, Dad didn't do everything 100% right, but our father was the shit. He cared about us. He loved us. He was there every waking moment and day. He protected us. He wouldn't let nobody cross us. Our dad was our hero. He was our everything. That's what I want my children to think of me. I damn sure don't want my children to not only hate me, I don't want them to sit on the internet and have to express how much they can't stand me and their disdain and distaste for me amongst strangers that could give a fuck less and are out here with an agenda only to help make things worse. Sabrina, how are you okay with your children? I'm not going to use the word hate you because I don't know if they hate you. I don't know y'all. But how are you okay with making your children feel the way that they feel about you? How are you okay with your children? Y'all got beef with each other and hardly know each other. It's strangers on the internet digging up your personal information that your children had to find out about through the internet. That's like someone online having to tell you that your favorite loving family member you grew up close to them passed away and you had to find out from other people and you didn't know. That's exactly how this sound. That is so fucking disturbing. As a parent, how are you okay with this? Nobody's saying that Cat is 100% right. Nobody is saying that she tells the truth 100% of the time. Sometimes talking to Cat is like pulling teeth, okay? Sometimes. That's my baby. That's my sugarfoot. I love me some Cat. I do. I do. But listen, as a lot of people have said, if I fell out with one of my parents, the fucking internet would not know. Would not know. Baby, if one of my parents was deceased, the internet would not know. Now, I like to be entertained. I come here and I like to have a great time with y'all and then, kick it with y'all and whoop de whoop after that. But when I log out of here, I log out. I get back to my real life. I do not mix the two together. I do not mix the two together. I can't. I have no understanding of this. Sabrina, at this point, even if your daughter did upset you and she did hurt you, if it was some shit that she said on here and aired out about you and you came on here to defend yourself, okay. Okay, that's fine. But you going off the deep end now. You going off the deep end. Real bad. Real bad. I don't know who about to pick you up from this. I don't know how many times you want to hit your head down at the rock bottom, but you going off the deep end really bad. You going out bad. And you keep wanting to send emails and letters and baby, for what? Here's the thing I don't understand. You have a channel. You have to have a channel in order to communicate with people on this app and leave comments and then post to community walls and shit like that. So why don't you just hop on here on the camera and say what the fuck you gotta say? Why? Because your children are embarrassed and disappointed in you. And at this point, you don't give a fuck about any of that. You clearly want to be the source of people's content that don't give a fuck about y'all. So I don't understand why all these emails and letters. We are aware that you exist. We know you over here. Why the fuck don't you just turn your camera on and say something? Send an audio or something. How about that? And I'm not coming for you, but well, yes, I am. You ought to be ashamed of yourself as a parent. You should. I don't give a damn how old your kids are. This is just not what we do. This is not what we do, Miss Ma'am. We don't. We don't. And if what I say is triggering you, I'm trying to be a voice of reason. Actually, I'm just trying to throw a little bit of common sense in the game. But if what I say trigger you, baby, you can call me all types of homophobic shit if you like. But when I return the favor, don't you get upset. That's all I'm saying. Cause I ain't trying to come for nobody. I done woke up with a clear mind, that had me a lovely breakfast. I'm sitting up here chilling, um, on my way to work, just doing regular shit. But really, this has disturbed me as a parent. I need y'all to understand. Last night, after the lives that I have watched, and to hear such disappointment, and Cat is drained. I know she drained. I can hear it in her. I can sense that woman's soul. I know she is drained. I would be too. This is devastating. That's so disappointing. It's disheartening. I understand. After hearing shit like that, as I said earlier when I started this video, last night after hearing that shit, I go and I tuck my children in for bed, get them ready for school in the morning, you know what I'm saying? And I often look at my kids and I watch them sleep. And while I'm watching them sleep, I don't just look at them, I pray over them. You know, I don't want anything to harm or hinder my children. And I look at my children and often I ask God, I'm like, I hope every day that I am doing right by them. I hope I'm doing the right thing as a parent. I'm so paranoid about the outside world wanting to hurt my children, and here you are, someone that birthed these children, and you hurting them like this your damn self. When is enough gonna be enough? This shit is going too far. Moving on to my next subject real quick, and I'm gonna get off here because a nigga got money to make. I got things to do. Miss Pam, Miss Pam. Me calling you a narcissist yesterday or the other day, whenever the fuck I made that video, I meant what I said, babe. I meant that. However, as far as your health and as far as Val's health, I'm truly praying for y'all. I'm praying for y'all. I don't, nobody deserves that. Not even that orange motherfucker in the White House. I wouldn't even wish this shit on him. Nobody deserves bad health. They don't. They don't. I'm praying for the both of y'all. I am. I don't agree with that. This goes hand in hand with, like I said before, folks, y'all gotta quit talking about people's children and stuff like that. This go hand in hand with that. It's not content to make fun of nobody's health. So Val and Pam about each other's health, the shit that y'all have said to each other, y'all both wrong for that. Y'all both wrong for that. As you can see, it ain't no good coming out of it. Y'all have got to start giving real content without dragging people's health and their children. Y'all gotta be able to read a bitch like a book without mentioning their family members that ain't even here and ain't got nothing to do with shit. It's just so, baby, it's annoying. It's annoying at this point. It's annoying. We too grown. We too grown. Everybody over this motherfuckers in their 30s and up, except for my little brother Kai. I don't know how old Kai is, but I know that starting with me, we 30 and up. Okay, we can't, baby. And if you are a grandparent, please tread lightly, please, because this is ridiculous. It is this shit. And if you getting paid for this shit, I ain't mad at you. Pop your collar, go and get your coin. I hope it's paying enough, because this shit crazy, man. This shit crazy. And when it comes to being on the side of anything, I'm on the side of what's right. I'm with you when you're right. When you are wrong, I am going to tell you you're wrong, because I am entitled to have my opinion just like you are yours. Just like assholes, we all have one, okay? I'm entitled. But that shit is embarrassing, bro. That's embarrassing. But really, I'm gonna say this from the bottom of my heart. Even if you don't fuck with me, I love every last one of y'all because the Lord told me to. And I love y'all with the love of God. I really do. Hate is not it. Jaguar, if you listening, bitch, I don't even hate you. I dragged the fuck out of you a year and a half ago every chance I got. Sammy, if you watching, I don't hate you either. You know what I'm saying? I say what I had to say because, I don't like stupid shit. And y'all was playing too stupid for me at your big old ages. And it's a repeat occurrence. But I don't hate y'all. I don't even know you. I don't even know you. It'll never be that deep. Nothing about the internet will ever be that deep. It's enough spewed hate out here in real life that everybody got to wake up to and deal with out in the real world as soon as you step outside the door of your home. I don't hate nobody, you know what I'm saying? But I'm on the side of right. I'm on the side of right. When you're right, I'm with you. When you're wrong, if I fuck with you, I'ma still fuck with you. But I'ma tell you, I'ma like, hey babe, that was a little too hard. Now calm down, okay? I will. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Let me get the fuck out of here. I gotta go to work. But pretty much, I'm gonna end it with this. Peace be still. Peace be still. That's it. That's all. Y'all take care.